Hello, I'm Justin Heyer with Long Range Tactics, and today we're going to finish our final field review of this AG composite stock. Stick around. All right, let's start out by talking a little bit about AG Composites as a company. These guys are veteran owned and operated. They are very proud of that heritage. They're very proud that they are able to employ a lot of veterans, and they really take pride in their quality. That's one thing. When I spoke with them on the phone, they talked about all the things they do to ensure quality control. And over the last 6 or 7 months, as I've used this stock, I've been looking for other reviews of AG online, as well as just kind of listening to the general information out there about them. And you just generally don't find anything bad. In fact, a lot of people in the industry speak very highly of their quality control and their pricing. A lot of these gun manufacturers that choose to have custom stocks made are having them made by AG, and I think that speaks volumes to the quality they produce and the value they provide. Now let's talk about this stock. This is their Alpine Hunter. This is in the Zombie Rogue color pattern. This Rogue camo is something new that they're doing recently. AG has awesome colors. You've probably seen them out there. They've got the blues and yellows and reds and oranges, and traditionally they've had kind of more of a stripe pattern to them. This is a little bit more of a splotchy pattern. So I'm not sure if they actually introduced any new colors with this, but the patterns definitely look a little different, and I think both look great. You'll be happy with whichever one suits your fancy the most. Very much a traditional, if that's such a thing, long-range hunting stock with a nice high comb. You got a little notch out here in the front of that comb so that your bolt doesn't hit it, either when you're removing your bolt or if you got a long action while you're just cycling it. It's got a nice vertical grip with a palm swell. Feels great in the hands. You get behind it, your hand's in the right position. It's just very easy to shoot. Moving on up the rifle, obviously it's got a nice forend. It's fairly flat on the bottom. In fact, it's really flat on the bottom, and with nice rounded corners to make it so it doesn't feel, sharp in your hand. If anything, I think they could almost round these a little bit more so that it would fit your hand even better, but then you'd be giving up a little bit of that flat surface that provides stability. As it sits right now, you throw this thing over a pack, over a fence post, whatever you're shooting over, it just rides it really well. It's easy to get stable and comfortable with. The grip on it itself, as far as the feel, there's just a tiny bit of roughness that lets you grab a hold of it with your hand, and then it's a lightweight stock. Even with this little Area 419 Arca rail on the front, it came in at under 2 pounds. I think it was 31 ounces and change is what this weighs. So it takes a rifle like this with a little bit heavier barrel and actually makes it a little bit more manageable to carry. The carbon fiber is really nice in the cold. When I took this out on a couple hunts that were hovering around freezing, it just doesn't make your hands cold to hold on to carbon fiber, and that's a huge benefit for carrying a stock in the cold. They do a lot of interesting things as a company. One of those features that's a little different in here, when I first took the stock out of the box, there weren't T-nuts. Those are those little, they're kind of round nuts with little spikes that are traditionally down in a lot of barrel channels that you screw, your pick rails or your Arca rails to. They don't have that in here. So I reached out to them and asked them why. They actually embed an aluminum block in this forearm. And I don't remember how far down it goes, but it makes it most of the way down towards the recoil lug. And that allows them to drill and tap anywhere you want into solid aluminum that's encased inside that carbon fiber shell. So if you need to drill additional holes in there, just know that right dead smack down the middle of that forend, you've got an aluminum bar. You can drill and tap. Then I would probably recommend over drilling just a little in the carbon fiber after, so that screw gets through the carbon fiber easier and into that aluminum bar, and that way you'd be able to secure everything nice and tight. But that's just one little design feature that they've added to make, to make their stocks more modular and allow them to create that at a great price. So after using this stock for 6 or 7 months, I highly recommend AG. I've wanted to try one forever. I'm so glad I did. Quality product, quality company. You can't go wrong. If they have a stock that looks like it's going to suit your needs, I highly recommend you give them a try. Thanks for watching this review. If you have any questions or comments, hit us down below. Also give us a follow on our social media pages on both Facebook and Instagram, and join our Facebook group, Long Range Tactics Official Group. Would love to have you there. Thanks for watching.